Hey, this is Kenny Jang recording on the Strip in Las Vegas. It's time for another episode of the Daily KJ TV. So there's a lesson to be learned here, and it's not something that is like rocket science. It's very intuitive, but this is a place where you walk around the city just for a little bit and you understand the importance of standing out and owning your identity. So the gut reaction is when you have competition in a marketplace that's cluttered like this is just to try to be louder, more outrageous. And the thing is, here in Vegas, you can't do that. They've done that. Everything is outrageous. Everything is loud as can be. And so you got to turn to best practices and figure out what actually works authentically for the long run. And that is doubling down and figuring out with clarity who you are for, and what you have to offer. That's why you have hotels that are age-old standards. Whether you've come to Vegas or not, you've probably heard of the Venetian, the New York, the Paris Hotel, the Excalibur Hotel, the Bellagio. Each one of them has focused their identity and made it clear what you are going to expect and what you're going to experience once you get there, and they don't deviate. They're not trying to serve all audiences or all personas. They're trying to figure out how to narrow it down so they can claim a stake on the Strip here. Working with Wes, StoryBrand consultant, on a couple of different projects this year, he continuously reminds me that you need to have clarity. And the number one job for you as a messenger of your brand is to get rid of the clutter. You got to block and tackle for your audience because they are being bombarded, just like the Strip here, on a daily basis, hourly basis, a minute-to-minute basis, whether it's online or offline. And so your job as the messenger is to really hone it down. What is the core essence of the message that you're trying to convey? What is the benefit? What is the problem? Those pieces, those messaging threads has to be ultra clear and something that can be articulated really quickly and instantly to your audience. Everything else is just clutter. Separate but related, one of the things that communicators get wrong, and I've said this time and time again, you are expecting that one piece of marketing collateral that you're working on to do more than it can. You're expecting too much out of that one vehicle. So if it's an ad and you're trying to fit in multiple calls to action, that's too much. If it's a video, an explainer video, and you're trying to explain multiple facets or benefits for multiple personas, that's too much. Even your website, and that's where StoryBrand, I think, excels at, because it's a formula that forces the issue that you need to double down on becoming laser focused and targeted and provide caveman simplicity of what you have to offer, what's your benefit to who and how you're going to get that done for them. So do me a favor, resist the temptation to try to fit it all in. You don't have the time or space to do that. You need to do that over time as you nurture the relationships. Remember, you got to think of marketing as a crock pot relationship, not a microwave relationship. And once you start to think about that, you have the tools at your disposal for an integrated messaging campaign that you can nurture the relationship over time. And be patient. You'll have the right opportunities to say everything you want to say to your target audience over time across different mediums, channels, and opportunities that you have once you have that relationship. Okay, it's time for me to find some good eats before I head out on a red eye back to the East Coast. I'll check you here tomorrow on the Daily KJ TV.